Hello everyone. We are starting Echoes of Aincrad, the new Sword Art Online game. And in some ways I regret buying the Death Game mode, in some ways I don't. I'm gonna enjoy it thoroughly. It actually has these tips right here, telling you how to enjoy it the most. So, I do have my save from the demo, and if I die, I'll continue playing that for my personal use, but this series is going to go as long as I live. It just let me skip something there, and I'm really hoping it skipped the entirety of the prologue that we played in the demo, because honestly I don't want to play it again. I really don't. There will be some stuff that I need to obviously catch up on if it doesn't give me all the things that I got in the demo, because they gave you a lot of crafting things and I just want to collect all the crafting things. But cool. So I'm getting all this stuff because I bought the Ultimate Edition. Accept Iori's quest. Okay, so I think it's gonna make me probably do the entire demo, which really sucks. Like, I don't want to do it over again, to be honest. I just want to make my character and start. But enough complaining. We will get after it. So let's throw on some good equipment. I didn't pay all this money for nothing. Okay, so the equipment's still kind of mid, to be honest. I really like the look of the sword, obviously. The Proto-Elucidator. But daggers are pretty OP. Interesting. I guess I'll play with the sword just to enjoy the sword a little bit. Restores SP after guarding against enemy attacks. Cool. Alright. Well, for those of you who haven't seen the demo, you'll see those quests. But of course, if you're watching this video, unless it's kind of later down the line, you've probably seen the demo and these entry-level quests. A big thing about the immersion for me is creating my own character, so I don't really like the demo, but I understand what they're doing because everybody changed appearances afterwards. But yeah, let's do it. I'm going to be skipping a lot of these cutscenes and things.
Let's head out.
Not saying I'm like the best at the controls already or anything like that, especially because I haven't played in a couple days, but
you can do that by activating a safe area, which will scope out the region for you. This
but
is a
yeah,
new
I
zone,
don't
so
really
all
want to
you'll
go through
see
it
is
all
the marker for the safe area, a pillar of blue light. The real joy of exploration is figuring out how to get there. Now there are some clues, and they're right under your feet. Countless paths have already been
should
laid
have
out for you.
adjusted my pouch
All you
before I
gotta
came out
do
here, but
is
oh well.
follow them. Anyway, time to focus.
Well, let's see.
Look, a boar.
Cool. So the sword at least is strong enough to make some things like a 2-shot.
An enemy. Looks like a boar type. Hey, look over there. See that blue light? There's a safe area waiting for us at its base. We're almost there. Just a bit farther.
So, if you haven't played this game or you're playing the game and you don't know, the best thing to really do, unless you see the chest directly, is just run to the safe area because it unlocks the entire map for you. Once the map's unlocked, everything is revealed on the map, and you can just go do whatever you want. The other thing too is, especially if you're playing a death game, you don't have to complete the quests all at once. And when I was reading about this, it sounded to me like you were going to lose everything, or at least not get it right away if you leave the quest, or the quest area. Because it said like you had to complete the quest to get stuff. The truth is, you can leave the quest at any safe area, and you actually get everything that you've been collecting this whole time, which is very helpful. See, I actually want to go here. It's very helpful, and it allows you to essentially level up, which is going to help you not die. It's going to allow you to equip new equipment, upgrade equipment, use the stuff that you found. So, if you're playing death game mode especially, it's in your best interest to not complete a quest all at once, and you know, take your time with it. Something I'm a little curious about is this is still technically the beta in the Sword Art Online universe. So if I died now, would I get endgame? Which, just assuming the way that they make Sword Art Online games, yes, I probably would. Because it doesn't really follow the story of Sword Art Online. It doesn't follow the rules. Just kind of takes the name and maybe some elements of the story for the sake of having the name. Okay, I don't really need to see this. Dang. This thing's pretty tough. Come on, you already do something. Cool.
Guess that's all settled.
I don't know if this is going to be like a super popular series or not, which it's fine. None of my video game ones are ever as popular as like my RC car videos, which I actually do need to use my RC cars, which I've been using them. I just haven't been recording it because I was spending time with my wife and dog while using them. Dang, I have no idea where I'm going, to be honest. I don't think I mapped out this part of the area in the demo or something because I don't remember this, but we'll see. But yeah, so I just wasn't recording it because I spent time with them.
At least it'll be good practice.
But I used 2 batteries and I charged up 2 more, so you're not really supposed to leave those batteries plugged in super long, so, or I mean charged up super long, so I'm gonna have to definitely take that out. I wonder if my heavy skill would one-shot them, because I was one-shotting people in the demo with heavy attacks. Cool. So this is what it's like when you activate a safe area. And you can also go back to town here, which it gave me a level up prompt of how leveling up works. Crap, I missed a ton of chests. So I guess I'm gonna have to run around and get those.
Let's go this way next.
But it's cool.
An enemy. Looks like a boar type.
Did I level up? Yeah, I leveled up. So it would technically be good to head back and level up. But I'm going to try to collect some stuff first. So green is going to be the closest it says. Now if I look, I think it's actually on the inside here, not this stuff. So I think it's actually going to be closest to go to purple. And then maybe orange, but yeah. Dang, that thing's still here. I know they respawn, but like, that's crazy. Gonna take out this boar because he's gonna get aggroed. I thought I pressed the square button, but I guess they don't want to give that to me. Maybe it's because I wasn't locked on.
Okay.
Fight on your own terms.
Leave this to me.
Okay, so I guess if I press triangle, I thought that was the switch button like in the previous ones, but it said fight on your own terms, and now he's getting more aggressive, so I assume that it changes his dynamic. Okay, he's also fighting a different enemy, I think. Oh well, cool.
Guess that's it.
It's supposed to work out today. I've been working out really consistently, but my schedule's been changed quite a bit this week, and I'm getting back into working. My job is I was off for a week, so I think I'm gonna take a little liberty here with this game just coming out to take a break and just relax, because I already worked out 2 days this week, so at most I'd miss 2.
Huh?
Okay, I saw some people wearing that in the demo, but I didn't have that in the demo, so that's interesting. I wonder if that was in the demo or not. I wonder how that's going to compare to my current armor. I don't like that this is white. I thought that they were going to give us more Kirito-esque armor, which it looks kind of like one of his early game armors, except I still think it was black when he wore it. Because the coat's not quite as long, and he has that chest plate on and stuff, which I don't think he had in his final armor set. But yeah, I do really like this game. I know a lot of people say the world is empty, or they're complaining about the lack of depth to the game. I didn't expect anything insane out of a Sword Art Online game. The only thing I'm really disappointed is that there's not more floors. But and it sounds like they're just doing more quests for the DLC. I was really hoping they'd do more floors for the DLC. I didn't even pay more for it, but yeah, I mean, MMOs aren't super, like, they don't have great stories. It's not a super in-depth combat system typically, which this is definitely more in-depth than MMOs. And all I really have wanted was to be able to play my own character in Sword Art Online and not be the Kirito role. So I'm really going to enjoy this. I like it a lot. I think it's relaxing. Of course, when I get into the boss battles and stuff, it won't be with this death game mode, especially if I get pretty far. I don't know what New Game Plus looks like. I imagine there is one, because they were going to unlock Death Game mode afterwards for people who didn't pay the extra money. But of course, the story could just end, and you unlock Death Game mode after you beat it, and then maybe you're still able to access your character or something. But yeah.
Guess that's it. least it'll be good practice.
Here!
We beat it! An enemy. Looks like a boar type.
He's getting a phone call. I was going to try to pick it up, but I seem to have taken too long. So,
Guess that's all settled.
yeah. Let me know your thoughts on this game. I know I'm kind of just rambling. I don't really have a lot to say specifically since
Treasure chest.
a little tired, but I do really like the game. And I'm excited to see what happens. Now, I could get, 10, 20, 30 plus hours into it and think otherwise. And I truly believe the thing that will do that is going to be repetitive enemies or repetitive dungeons. I'm not so much worried about all these things that other people have said. I love watching Fighting Cowboy, and he has good takes, but it's a little different than my takes. He says, the world doesn't care that he exists there. Because you can't physically interact with it. Like, the characters don't move if you run into them. There's a lot of shell housing, stuff like that. Which I completely get that, right? But I didn't expect much out of that. I really didn't, so I'm not too disappointed by it. And the combat is decent, and I think they've worked on some of the animations since we've seen certain clips of the game. So I'm happy about that, because they definitely needed to. Okay, I don't know how to get up there. I might, let's see. I have to go around that path, but it looks blocked, so I'm just going to pass on that for now.
We beat it.
Still not level 3 yet, which is crazy. But yeah, the reason why I say the repetitive enemies and the dungeons is because I played the demo, and obviously you're in the first couple areas, or first area, and it appears that the enemies are all the same, which, cool, fine, whatever. There's not a lot of variety in the first area, but if that continues, that gets really repetitive, that gets really boring. Because they already used, several main species from the actual Sword Art Online game. I saw the, the only ones we probably haven't seen is, slimes and lizardmen as far as the generic enemies go. So, just making sure that, they have either different variants, colors, attacks, and then the thing that really concerns me is the dungeon building and being repetitive dungeons, because when I went through the one dungeon they had in the demo, it was actually a repetitive floor pattern, and I would say if you're used to playing video games and you pick up on those things, which it's not really too hard to, you would notice that there was a floor, and then there was the boss area, and then a little pathway after it, connecting it, and then there was another floor area. Well, essentially it's the same three things over and over again. The floor area, the boss map, and the connecting map. All three of those were the same 3 times. So that gets repetitive and boring, and it just shows kind of a lack of effort put in, which, I don't mind paying $70 for a Sword Art Online game. I like Sword Art Online, I like anime, it's cool. But what I do have a problem with is paying $70 for a game with a lack of effort put into it, and using the same floor, exact maps, just doesn't do it. The only time I kind of accepted that was Bitter Black Isle in Dragon's Dogma, because for one, they actually changed certain parts of the map. On each floor, the map was significantly bigger, but it also, the two big things that changed it were the enemy typings changed quite a bit, which made it a new experience on each floor. And then the other thing to that was, even on the floors that were similar, the branching areas were different. What the crap? Like, I'm right on top of this thing, but I don't see it. Because I thought I just saw it from the ground there. Okay, where? Yeah, this was the one I was on top of, but I couldn't find. Okay.
I spy a treasure chest.
But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. Overall, though, like, decent graphics, fun game, putting you in the Sword Art Online universe like a lot of people want. Not terribly concerned about, you know, interacting with the town, because the town could be significantly better. I'm not gonna lie. But like from what they said about things, I just knew it wasn't going to be. Because they're like, yeah, it's early Sword Art Online. There's not going to be relationships and things in the game like there has been in every Sword Art Online game. There's not going to be as many, like, you know, interactions between characters and things like that. Which, cool, I completely understand. They're saying it's the early floors, like they're using that excuse, but that's also just, hey, we're putting more time into other things in the game. So it's like, just show me that you put the time into those other things. You need to clear this battlefield. Dang, bro, the stamina's killing me. I should have leveled up. Oh, I thought I was out of range of that. I literally put my shield up, but okay. Cool. Well, without Iori, that would have been pretty hard to get through, but we got through it. We're not dead, so cool. Oh, I'm out of bounds. I don't know if I can get to that then. I think it's up on the cliff. Okay. Well, that's two that I can't get to just yet. That's fine. Okay, so my next objective would be this then. I think I'll head back to town at this next one and try to level up. The other thing too is you can continue the quest from any safe area. So it says it doesn't like track your progress from the quest if you leave. I think that's not true, but even if it is,
This one
with a lot of quests, there's just like an end marker. So, you know, it's not like you really lost progress if you're covering more distance on the map. I have people putting in a fence for me, so if you hear any noise, that's what that is. Dang, I'm getting attacked like crazy.
We can do this. Attack!
Cool. Yeah, I'm ready to go level up. I'm getting worried that I'm going to get killed someone
Treasure.
along the way. Where?
You're looting it, right?
Where? He says treasure and I can't even freaking see it. Oh, it's right there. Probably gonna get that boar on us, yeah.
Look, a boar. Here! We beat it!
Agility seems to be like one of the greatest stats to level up. Or, sorry, Dex, probably. Because Dex goes with a lot of things. I think Dex is what these swords are using that I have. And then daggers are like Dex and agility and stuff like that.
Here I go. Here!
Okay. I guess I'm just not noticing.
Well,
Okay,
at
let's
least
go.
it'll be good practice. We beat it!
I kind of wonder
Safe area.
what the character personalities are going to be like, if they're going to have some sort of development after the death game is announced and their true forms are revealed, or if it's going to stay pretty static. Because I feel like personality and stuff is one thing that they actually kind of highlighted on. Is like Iori, I think, is trying to cover up her true self,
Let's go
because I
this
believe
way.
that's the female character. And right now she's playing as the brave male character, and there's supposed to be some backstory to it, I thought. So yeah, so I'm going to go back to town, which do is click the teleport and do that. And then Square is returned to town. So quest suspended. So, see, I still got all these items, and yeah. I don't think it'll take me nearly as long this time, but it did take me like 5 hours to beat the demo the last time. The other thing too is, I think the quest that we actually skipped was the long starting dungeon where you fight the kobold and you meet the two player killer players. So that's definitely one of the things that I feel like I didn't get as many points as I normally do, but I guess I leveled up twice and it's 3 points per level for the first couple levels, so I guess I did. I'd really like to increase my damage with Dex, but I feel like I need to increase these, so we'll spend those points. I'm probably only going to play another 15 or 30 minutes and then probably hop off, but we're getting a pretty good intro to the game here. Actually, I don't really want to take the higher ones. Okay.
Welcome, adventurer. What'll it
Crafting's always cheaper. Of course, you just have to bring the actual items he needs to craft. Healing potions is obviously going to be a huge one for us. SP's okay, doesn't really matter. Blink talismans are important to us. Although I haven't used a ton yet, I know it's going to be a big part of the game. And then eventually you're going to want these bombs and mines or firestones too. Cool.
My doors are always open.
so we'll be a little bit more resilient to death now. Which will be good. Yeah, death game mode's a cool idea. Definitely adds some severity to your play style. Makes you want to level up more.
Let's head out.
And not progress quite as fast. Now this is what has me worried. Those are always where I've died. So I've only died twice, but that's where I've died, is those purple monuments.
Guess that's all settled.
I feel like in real life, if I were to be in the game, I am a sword and shield type of guy. Because it offers damage with quick movement and stuff like that. But I do feel like the dagger is super effective. So I want to level them all up, but since we're not capped at 3 levels in the actual game, like in the beta, or the demo I should say, I will probably focus on the sword and the dagger. I thought it was around here. Oh, did I open it somehow? Okay, I don't even remember opening it, to be honest. That's kind of bad if I did. Whatever. Let's see, what's my next goal then? I guess it'd be this one.
Guess that's it. It's no match for us.
But yeah, like overall it's pretty chill. I like it. It's definitely enjoyable. I've never been a Call of Duty guy. I might stream some of that though, because I got Black Ops 7, which I've been told by my buddy, kind of late in the life cycle for it, but you know, I've tried certain games and just never been a huge fan of them, but Black Ops 7's pretty fun. Been enjoying that, but I was getting kind of like into it, so it's very competitive. This game, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit slower pace. Okay, how am I going to get there? I think it's more so on this side. And of course I'm running into this guy.
Here!
Fight on your own terms.
Pressing the wrong button for a moment. See, that's the thing, I'm still not 100% on these buttons. Come on, run. Oh, I'm trying to stand. It's like, let's run, dude.
Guess that's it.
Excuse me. Oh, man. I think the air conditioning just kicked on.
Well, at least it'll be good practice.
So it's showing that path, but the path was... I think the path is right where that cliff is. I don't think the blink talisman would help with that. Oh, so you have to go all the way down and back up. Oh, man. Okay. So our next one's this one. It's honestly truly not really worth it to go get all these. Especially when I'm wanting to move on with the story, but I just feel like I have to. Plus, getting items is pretty essential to this game. And it'll give me more opportunity to level up, which I'm going to need for the death game mode. You know, I'd like to stream the entirety of my death game experience. Especially because you never know when you could get caught off guard and just die. Which I think is kind of the point of these mob enemies that endlessly track you. But let me know if you'd rather me kind of like clear the areas first and then just watch kind of me running through the area and doing the like main battle. Because, you know, I'm cool at doing either way. Okay, so you need fire stuff for this. Which I have the bombs, but I don't have the fire. So I can't get up there. Which means I just wasted this time because all of this stuff is here. Okay, cool, great. Maybe that's why I don't remember this area as much. It's just, like, all these things I couldn't access.
This one shouldn't cause us any trouble. Let's take care of it. It's a dire wolf. Guess that's all settled.
I think the yellow's usually a boss. Yeah. Just gonna skip this. Let's get to fighting.
Here! Listen up!
Jeez, that's not good.
Keep up the pressure!
Here!
Ooh. I need to back off for a
Let's
little bit.
switch.
Okay, I got your back.
Here! Switch!
Okay.
I'm gonna heal just to be safe. I don't really know where that damage came from. Oh crap.
Take this!
He's got another health bar after we take those? I did not expect that.
Here!
Even though I fought him before, I just forgot. I'm dodging way too early. And I should probably use my shield more.
Switch with me.
Okay, I guess, but I'm doing really poor. How did the back blade still hit me? That's stupid. I'm using probably more healing than I used in the entire demo. That's not true, but, you know. It's kind of crazy.
Here! Switch!
Okay.
Start getting angles on this guy.
Got it. Switch! Here!
There we go.
All thanks to you. Guess that's it. Huh? A wild boar.
Oh, that was the old quest. You don't have to go north? Okay. Cool. Yeah, I mean, that works.
Nice one. We got a pretty decent look around. That's...
I've got intel. If you've got...
Alright, so these two will be good for a minute, and then I'll level this up, and I'll kind of come back through them. Let's see. Surprised I haven't leveled up my sword skill at all yet. I also don't have a lot of great mods, but I should probably just put mods on there. Or I could just level up, but I think that mods will have a bigger impact than just leveling up the weapon. Yeah.
Welcome, adventurer. What'll it be?
He doesn't have the fire stuff either. Oh darn, I need more of those pedal things. That's gonna be a hindrance to me, so I'm gonna have to actually collect some materials.
My doors are always open.
Overworlders, eh? So, what can I do you for?
So that's the other one. Increases HP recovering from healing crystals and uses healing crystals. So like that, it has 5 less protection than what mine has, but the actual modification is good. And then this one reduces damage. Like there's no mod on the armor they gave me, which kind of sucks. So I don't know. Well, I used crude weapon fragments, which I need for that. Oh, well. I'm gonna make all this stuff because I might actually end up using it. Because it actually has benefits to it. kind of stupid that I paid for this stuff and it doesn't even have like legitimate benefits to it. It's very disappointing. At least the sword's stronger than every other sword I've picked up, but it's still not like insane. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I basically can synthesize all of them together. So I guess from what I've heard, the max you can get is plus 35. I don't know if that's just in the demo, or if that is in the whole game. If this were one of those games where you actually had online multiplayer and super grindy for the end game gear, like some of the Sword Art Onlines, I would say no, 35 is not the highest you can go. But with it being the single player game and stuff like that, it's possible it is as high as it really goes. And I wish I could steal some of these perks from these daggers, but I think they only let you do they only let you do mods from the same family. Probably not gonna use a lot of maces, not a huge fan. Do kind of like the great sword. Really wanted to get this further leveled up, but we'll start with that.
Come again.
Alright, well, cool guys. I might progress more with some of the quests that were in the demo, get to create my character, stuff like that. I might not get that far by the next time I pull up the game. I'm not really sure. But I definitely, will be back on with this game, and I think that's about where I'm going to wrap it up though. So I appreciate y'all watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know your thoughts on this game, especially if you're playing it.